Okay, let's look at polygon area. So this is a polygon. Okay, in this case, it turns out to be a pentagon. And let's have a look. So we've split the pentagon up into a whole bunch of nice isosceles triangles, right? So here's one, here's one, here's another one. And we end up with this. This is the height of one of these isosceles triangles. Now, in a pentagon, sorry, in a polygon, this is called the apothem. Okay, it's the distance from the outside of the polygon, like from the center of one of the congruent sides to the interior, right into the center, and that's called the apothem. Okay, it is the height of one of the isosceles triangles that the polygon is made up of. Okay, now in a five-sided figure, you end up with 5 isosceles triangles. Okay, in a 7-sided figure, you have 7 isosceles triangles. In an 8-sided figure, in an octagon, you end up with 8 isosceles triangles. In a hexagon, you end up with 6 equilateral triangles. Okay. In any case, there we go. So we have a base and a height. So if you're given the base, okay, or the side length of your polygon, and you're given the apothem, which is the height of one of these isosceles triangles, you can easily figure out the area, right? Base times height divided by 2 times the number of triangles you have. Okay, it's that easy. Okay, so if you take one of the triangles, so the number of sides is n, okay, and in this case, n is 5. And the height of one of the isosceles triangles is also called the apothem, or A, of the polygon. All right, you know the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. And the base of one of the isosceles triangles is also the side length, which we use C, of the polygon. Okay. All right, so now what we're doing is, so for one triangle, the area is the base times height divided by 2, okay? But for the whole thing, we can say it's base times height divided by 2 times the number of sides, okay? So in this case, the base is 10, the height is the height of one of the isosceles triangles, or the apothem is 6.88, so 10 times 6.88 divided by 2 times 5 gives us 172 centimeters squared. Okay, there's also another formula, okay? It's just sometimes people like to use other formulas. So I'm going to take the base, okay, that's also the side length, all right, which we called C, okay, that's the side length, and the height, which is the apothem, is A, okay, and multiply that, or divide that by 2, here's your divided by 2, and we're multiplying that by n, okay, so these are the same formulas, just a different way of looking at the same thing, okay, so n is the number of sides, C is the side length, and A is the apothem. So the area is n times C times A divided by 2, or you get just base times height divided by 2 times the number of sides. I really like this one. Okay? And there you go. That's how you'd figure out the area of a polygon. Have a good day.